Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video on Bitcoin. Of course, a full update. We'll talk about what's going on right now. We'll talk about the situation. I mean, at this point of time, look, the situation is not great. All right. Yesterday, we got a little bit of a glimpse of bullish momentum right here. I actually was pretty bullish. I thought it was most likely we could get that bullish breakout. But what we talked about in the video as well is that we should wait for confirmation. All right. So what we talked about yesterday is that the main area which we needed to break was either 67,000 or, in the worst case scenario, 64,500 and that level around there. And later in the day, and it was also fueled by unrest again in the Middle East. I mean, that certainly doesn't help. But the truth is that, you know, yesterday morning we actually did have some real bidding, right? So we actually did get some. There was a real Bitcoin buying going on. So, which might sound obvious, but sometimes when you get moves like this, it's mostly just shorts being closed, or it's a little bit of buying, it's high risk buying, whatever. But no, we actually did get in total like $1.5 billion in open interest added. But with the unrest and in general with the weakness, because I mean, this is not something like this. Like, this is a very strong Bitcoin. This is a Bitcoin that's being bought. And we didn't have that. All right. So in general, we got that bearish breakout and we turned bearish from there, at least on the short term. I mean, what I still think, especially if you zoom out, if you take a look at this, we are still consolidating here between, I would say, 61,000, which we also reached on Saturday, and here at the top around 71,500. That consolidation range still holds. So I actually do think that Bitcoin is more consolidating than that it is bearish. However, if you look on the short term, and especially if you look at the reactions we get from support, I mean, the initial reaction from the support level at 62,000 was pretty good. But right now we're getting nothing. All right, so that's pretty bearish. And it also, look, what I usually say, and I still think that that's true. What I usually say is that if there is an accurate market structure, which is going on right now, which is a consolidation, the most likely scenario and what you should expect is always that consolidation range, or that market structure, in this case a consolidation range, will continue. So I do think that there's a good chance still that we actually find support at 61,000 and that we actually break back above 65,000 and start to rally up back to 70,000. I think that there's a good chance. If you purely go off of the technicals, that's most likely. However, what I think you should be a little bit more prepared for today, but in general this week, when you look at the short-term structure, when you look at the momentum we have for Bitcoin, it's a bearish breakout. All right, so that would be a breakout below this level right here between 61 and 62,000, and probably, look, there's a lot of support down here, so it's difficult to say where we will land, but 58,000 is the next major support level. So we'll have to wait. All right, again, I would just wait for either 61,000 to break or 65,000 to break. I would avoid too much trading at all costs today, and just in general in these circumstances. But something like this is what I would prepare most for. All right, so those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know right now. If you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care, and bye.